Hi guys, Dave Pinson here. Notions on the Christian life. I'm launching a new YouTube channel today. Why, first of all, and then what is it? So, and I don't know how long this will be now. Hopefully, not too long. So, why am I launching a new channel? Well, the Lord has been guiding my YouTube ministry for ever since we started. But I've been listening to him lately. He's been telling me something for a long time that I needed to separate some of the things out because I'm Philippine Bible Ministry is the name of our ministry, and it's actually I don't get into that story, but I'm a missionary in the Philippines to make disciples for Jesus. But the whole point of my ministry is to make disciples for Jesus, not just in the Philippines, but anywhere. So that's what the YouTube channel is about. I have a small following there, very small, and God has given me the blessing of the small, and I'm trying to accept it, and most of the days I accept it. Once in a while, I wish I had thousands of viewers for a couple of reasons, because I would like to touch thousands of lives. It's number one, I think, could be pride. And number two, I would like to monetize it so that I could, we have lots of things we can do. There is no lack of things we could be doing in the Philippines if we had the funding. But what we're doing God's will. We know we're in His will, and I try to just stay in that and not project. So I separated out the following Jesus thing because that's my point. That's our main ministry is to make disciples of Jesus. So I started this video for Jesus on Facebook and on YouTube about a month ago, and it's going very well. Actually, for me, I'm getting about 20 views, 20, 30 views normally for my videos, which is a lot for me. I was down to the point where I was getting 5, 8. It was up to 20, and then it just dwindled, right? Because why? Well, partly because maybe the algorithm is kicking in or something, but the Facebook video for Jesus page is growing really rapidly, faster than the YouTube. Um, but that's my purpose, is to make disciples. So obviously that's, and the other one, the Philippine Bible Ministry YouTube page is going, like, it's sinking into the, and for those great videos, people who have thousands of, they'd be like, you only have 1,000 followers. I'm like, shut up. But for me, it's going way down. 2, 3 views, 4 views, 5 views. It seems like it's steady at 5, um, which is fine. But I'm trying to delineate. I'm trying to separate some of the things of my ministry. What is my ministry, right? And on my YouTube, on my Facebook page, I have done that to the Philippine Bible Ministry. Just has my sermons, and it's supposed to be just things that are happening for the ministry in the Philippines. And then I have another page called Notions on the Christian Life. Now, where did that come from? Well, it came from a brother named Peter who would talk about Pinsonian notions, because I do have tons of notions. My little brain is always, and like I always tell people, you think it's scary from that side, you should try it from this side, because there's always stuff. Like a friend of mine says, you think too much. I don't know. This is just the way God made me, but I do think a lot about a lot of different things. So the way the notions thing came about was, um, the Lord told me that when the Lord put it on my wife and I's heart to start this ministry, He told me that I needed to find out what the essential doctrines. He told me only teach the essential doctrines, make disciples, don't build churches. You are not a church person. This is who you are, and you're going to make disciples of Jesus, because there's plenty of churches in this world. There's plenty of churches in the Philippines. There's plenty of Bibles in the Philippines, but there's not enough people that are reading the Bibles and following Jesus. So that's my goal. And as I was doing this, as I was learning the different so I said, well, how am I going to know what the essential doctrines are unless I know all the doctrines? Which is a monumental task, and I'm not an expert. I'm not a scholar. I don't know all the doctrines, but I think I know a lot about most all the doctrines, because I did a dive into the doctrines. I prayed about what's essential. I've been working my way through what's essential and what's not. And what I mean by essential, I mean, what are the basic things that we need to have, that all true believers can agree on, and what are the basic things we need for salvation, and what are the basic things we need to follow Jesus. And you'd be surprised how many things people are caught up in, like end times, how are we saved, how are we baptized, people are caught up in things that are not really that important, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter in a way, right? And in doing this, I had all these notions, and I used to post the notions on Facebook. My old, if you go, if I don't know if you can't do that, but I have most of it saved, but I have it all saved. So if you go, I go way back to when I started this Philippine Bible Ministry thing, and I would post these thoughts all the time. Every day, I would post a different thought about, oh, this is what I'm learning about this, and some of it I've changed and whatever, and these became the notions, and then my other friend Robert, shout out to Robert from another church, and he said, you should put this in a book because man, your stuff you're posting is pretty good. One of the few people that encouraged me. I've only got a handful, and that's all. That's all you need. One or two people, and I've had about five that encourage me. And I have people that don't always encourage me, but they do encourage me here and there. And that's trust me. If I get one encouragement a month and maybe one donation every 2 months, then I'm happy because just to know that I don't know. It's just a human thing, I guess. We all need to be loved. Anyway, so I did. I wrote them all down, and I published this big thick volume of all of them, and then I split them up in notions on this, notions on that, notions on the Christian life. On Amazon under David Pinson, Pinson. But I will warn you right now that I don't have an editor, and I've never had an editor. I did have a couple people try to help me once, but it didn't really work out. And the books are sometimes the grammar's in the wrong place, the words are, there's issues, and I've gone over them all, but I probably need to do it again someday. um, Kind of funny on that note real quick is that somebody once posted they read one of my book. I think it was the one on Simply Church. I think it was one. It was anyway. They read one of my books and they posted. You know how you can rate the books, and they said I really enjoyed the content, but it needs to be edited. And unfortunately, you can't respond to people because I wish I could. And what I would say was, please help me. I'm aware of that. And I post them anyway because that's what I do. Ready, fire, aim. Let's go. Go. Anyway, No Son of Christian Life is about all those in depth things. It's not about, some of it is about being a disciple. And those will go on my Video for Jesus Facebook page and YouTube channel. Right? Some things are just for the Philippines and or the sermons I preach and the things that I'm doing in the Philippines, and those will go on my Philippine Bible Ministry YouTube channel and Facebook page. And some are like deeper dives, doctrines, maybe end times, maybe soterology, maybe what is the Bible, things that words that I use, David Pinson notions, churchosity, scholarshipocity. Those are two that I really love to camp on because I think scholarshipocity is, anyway, you can find out all these deep dives and sort of a deeper dive into certain things that maybe they're not essential, but maybe I think it's kind of good to understand why they're not essential or what's this about different doctrines. So I'm starting this page, Notions on the Christian Life, and it's going to be about that. It's going to be about different doctrines, different thoughts on the Bible, even maybe some thoughts on how do we interact with the world. It's not really going to be politics, but it's going to be culture, and it's going to be a deeper dive. So I don't know if I'm going to get any views. If this might be a very short-lived channel, because I'm not chasing viewers. I'm just doing what the Lord tells me to do. So I'm gonna post this, and within a few days, I'm gonna publish the whole thing. And it's already published, by the way. It's called Notions on the Christian Life. Um, and so that's it. That's what I got for this whole situation. Is there's a new YouTube channel, and please like and subscribe all my channels, and please send us thousands of dollars. No, I didn't say that. I shouldn't have said that. I never asked for money, and I rarely ask for people to like and subscribe. I've done it a couple times. Um, you do what you feel led to do. And I never ask for money because I'm not supposed to do that. The Lord told me, David, you don't need to ask for money. I'm not broke. By the way, if you go to a church or a place where they always need you to give money for this, that, and the other, maybe you should check your heart because God's not broke. He don't need your money. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't support things. You should. That's a whole other issue. I'm sorry I opened that book. I didn't mean to open that boat. So God bless you guys, and Notions on the Christian Life. Here we go. God bless you guys. Ta ta for now.